The Dozen Trivia Competition presented by High Noon returns with another team on the bubble trying to get in to the Dozen Trivia Tournament 2 presented by High Noon. They take on the experts. The Booze Ponies have to take down the original team in the Dozen with their 1-0-0 record. They got off to a hot start, but they did so without Will Compton. Compton joins the team for this match in what is going to be a 2-on-3 battle as Brandon Walker had to sit out due to a late emergency. Could this be taken advantage of by the Booze Ponies? Will they punch their ticket? It's the experts, it's the Booze Ponies, and it all starts right now. All right, it's the Dozen, match 75 of Season 2, match 192 overall. 200th
That's
match
a lot of
season.
matches.
It is. 200th match of the season will be the final match of Season 2. We have the oldest team against the newest team. How about that? The original team, the experts, back again. You are. This is the first time they've ever played without Brandon. Brandon had a very last-second emergency, so we wish Brandon the best. Hope all is well. They almost added RDT, who filled in for, on the other side, making his debut, Will Compton. But RDT had a work thing come up, and so this is a 2-on-3 match.
Yeah.
Power play.
Brandon might actually want us to lose this just to prove how important to improve how important he is. I think he would actually prefer we lose.
Yes. I was
So if we do lose, it's for our teammate. That's all.
Yeah, when I said this one's for Brandon, at first I was like, yeah, let's win this for him. But then no, Brandon he's actively rooting against us right now. I guarantee that 100%. I'd also like to say that, and I'm just speaking like on behalf of the chat here, because I'm sure the people that are watching are very excited to see the Booze Ponies play. Are you going to just not drink beer at all during this game?
Well, they wouldn't drink beer. They drink High Noon, which is a sponsor, which we'll get to the word from our sponsor right now. This match of the Dozen Trivia Competition and the Road to the Dozen Trivia Tournament 2, all sponsored and presented by High Noon Hard Seltzer, the best hard seltzer in the game, made with real vodka, made with real juice, sparkling water, gets better. Only 100 calories, gluten-free, no added sugar, and again, actually made with vodka, but I got even better news. Somehow, 3 new flavors. Lemon, you can buy lemon by itself. Lemon, there's also a lime flavor, as we know, but 2 other flavors that you can get in a limited time pool pack for the summer. Kiwi, delicious. It's got a great twist. And then guava. Last year they had passion fruit. This year they introduced guava, another new great tropical flavor. Get it in the pool pack. Spring is here. Summer's rolling right around the corner. Stock up. Get your High Noon today. It's the only drink you will want this summer, especially when you're watching the end of the Dozen Trivia Competition Season 2 and the Dozen Trivia Tournament 2.
Are you guys just not drinking, though? Because like some people would probably say in the chat that you're frauds if you don't get hammered while you're playing.
It depends on how we do. If we start going downhill, that's when the High Noons come out.
This is also the first time the Booze Ponies have been together, so who knows what could happen. I don't know.
True.
Maybe they just we start guzzling out of the clouds.
Also, where is Dana recording this from? Is this like a WFAN studio that you've got there?
Balcony bed, bedroom. I'm right in my bedroom.
Just chug one. Just drink one before.
I don't know if I have any High Noons, unfortunately.
Dana, do you get the ring light for you?
He's an influencer.
All right. Listen, we have a stream that Marty and I do now. It's doing very well. The Coin Boys. Shout out to the Coin Boys.
The gambling one?
Yeah, it's a legit setup.
Yeah. I've seen the clips.
Very legit.
I watch them.
Marty's eyes do pop with that ring light.
So Brandon, we wish Brandon the best. This is a 2-on-3 match. Experts, you moved up to number 5. You won 2 weeks ago. It's kind of a sluggish game, but a win's a win. Most wins in the league, obviously. This is your 20th match of the season. You win, maybe top 4 seed territory. Other side, Will, you're learning more and more about the Dozen, and the fans are rabid. Last week, you couldn't make it for one of the more legitimate reasons. Had a baby. Congratulations to you.
Yep.
Some fans still not pleased. They're like, you still couldn't make the match. But you're learning.
It's an entertaining league, man. I get it. The fans, they pay money to see this thing, and they expect everybody to show up.
What's your confidence level, though, after watching the last match? How do you feel going into this?
You know, man, I'm going to be 100% honest. I'm scared to death to be in here right now. I watched the entire show last week, and The only one I could get right was like the mix between Sandra Bullock and Ryan Gosling. I think it was. That was it.
Fuck.
Dana, I'm telling you, I know.
Wow.
Like,
not even the NFL questions.
Well, the problem is there's got to be 10 years worth of like expertise. So I was gonna try and pull the quick little Redskins 13 through 17, but it's got to be 10 years worth of data. So I couldn't Redskins weren't my team before I played there.
Is taping this going to impact your ability to be constantly flirting with Mike Vrabel on Twitter, Will?
Hey, as long as you see that Vrabel, though, as cool as he tries to act, like the man loves my Twitter timeline.
He toasted you though.
He did roast me. He did roast me. I wish I wasn't feeding the baby because I would have had a better. I just sent them to delete this meme, but if I would have had a moment to think for myself for a second, then I could have chirped back at him. Whether it been, oh yeah, the great one's just like, you guys being a 1 seed going into the playoffs and dropping that. I know you weren't talking to that team.
Booze Ponies, you're ranked top 15. 15 teams get into the tournament. If 2 teams are within 0.5 ranking, average ranking, the average ranking comes down to 50% fan vote, which the Booze Ponies, huge fan vote. Foreplay, huge fan vote as well. They play later this week. They play Out of Office, Chris Castellani, Doug's, and Reeg's. The other half, computer rankings. If you're within 0.5 of the other team ranked 15th, it triggers a play-in game. So right now, if the tournament started today, you would have a play-in game against Gen XYZ, Jake Marsh, Large, and Vibs. But you win here today, you're 2-0, you're in great shape. You lose, you're still alive. I'll put it that way. So it's not a win or go home situation for the Booze Ponies at all. Experts, you're already in. This comes down to seeding. Who do you want to play? Where do you want to be? As always, 12 rounds of trivia, 24 questions, 25th being the bonus round. 3 lifelines, double up. Can double up any category you want except for round 6. That's already worth 2. And then your call a friend and your double sip presented by High Noon. You can answer any question you want twice. You can't pair those questions with any question worth 2 points. Dana, final answer person for your team. PFT, final answer person for your team, which I feel like that's sure. First time in a while.
Yeah, I mean, Brandon, he likes to dominate the conversation sometimes, but that's fine. I can handle that.
Here we go. Every round up first, the experts. Booze Ponies, new team, oldest team, the experts. Booze Ponies probably in the tournament if they win here tonight. This is huge. Big bubble team battle here, except one of the teams not in the bubble. First category is MLB.
Great.
I'm going to enjoy just having PFT answer questions.
Here we go.
Yeah, noted MLB expert, PFT. Let's do it.
2-on-3. Oliver Marmol is the manager of what NL team? This is Brandon's favorite type of MLB question, by the way. So he's bummed he's not here, I'm sure.
All right, so I'm doing process of elimination of teams that I know that he's not the manager of. Could be the Pirates. Nobody knows anything. They probably don't even have a manager. Who would agree to do that? Thinking West Coast teams. I don't know. Maybe the Diamondbacks, Rockies, one of those type of teams.
Can't even be a sounding board for you. You just have to guess.
All right, I'm gonna go with the Colorado Rockies. Jeff, final answer.
Other side, 15 seconds.
I've never heard this name.
I haven't either.
Let's go, DB.
I don't know, like the Marlins. Does anyone know the Marlins coach, manager?
It can't be him, right?
Should we say Diamondbacks?
No clue.
5, 4.
Go ahead.
Arizona Diamondbacks.
Correct answer is the Cardinals. Cardinals.
Who is this guy?
I didn't know that.
Which PFT? You always
that's
guess
on
the
me.
Pirates.
Hey, that's on me.
You always guess the Pirates, PFT. I did not put the Pirates as the answer today. That was originally going to be it, but you tweet about them so much that I just assumed
about how bad they are and how unwatchable they are.
It was you post too much about them, so I couldn't make that the question. Other side, let's go to the American League. Mark Kotze is the manager of what American League team? AL. 35 seconds for the Booze Ponies.
I remember him as a player. I don't know if that helps.
I have no idea.
He used to be on the Royals, I think.
Let's go with the Royals.
All right, Royals. Kansas City Royals. Final answer.
Other side.
Fran, you got any guesses?
I got nothing.
Oh shit about
Mark Kotze. Now,
fuck.
Okay, it's not the White Sox. That's That's Mr. DUI.
5.
Just wanted to throw a jab in
3.
there.
I'm gonna go with the Mariners. Fuck it. Final answer.
That's the Athletics.
Oh,
0-0 through 1 round. No blood either side.
Oh man.
Do you want a double celebrity mashup? Expert?
Yes.
Yeah.
100%.
Okay.
Yes.
This is worth 2 points for the experts. Celebrity mashup. Name the 2 celebrities mashed up in this photo. Your timer begins when the picture goes large. My Photoshop just absolutely went wild just now. All right, here's your picture. Name the 2 celebs.
That looks like me.
That is
Charlie Whitehurst.
Florence Pugh and Jared Leto. Final answer.
Sounds good.
Final PFT.
Yep.
2-0. That is correct. Florence Pugh and Jared Leto.
All right, Brandon.
Those eyes. He looks like a celebrity mashup.
Damn.
He does. It also looked like Willy Wonka, like a really punk Willy Wonka. Other side. This is for the Booze Ponies. Name the 2 celebs.
Oh, Sandra Bullock, maybe the girl.
No, we just had Sandra Bullock in it too.
Who's the guy? Liam Neeson.
His skin looks a little too smooth for Liam Neeson.
15 seconds.
Selena Gomez? I don't know.
That's not Selena Gomez.
5, 4,
Fuck.
3, 2,
Nothing.
1. Nothing. Other side for the steal.
PFT, do you know who's on the outside? I don't know the outside.
I was gonna say, like, I don't know, could that possibly be Bruce Urban? Or Keith Urban. Keith Urban, I mean.
No, I think it's an actor who like kind of Keanu Reeves type, but not
5, 4,
Who's on the inside?
3.
Lily Collins.
2.
Lily Collins and Ewan McGregor. Final answer.
It's Lily Collins and Ethan Hawke. Ethan
Oh,
Hawke.
yes.
Ethan Hawke.
Yes.
2-0.
Training day.
Successful double for the expert.
Yeah.
Boys, we got to pick
Ethan
it up.
Hawke.
We're good. We're good.
We got to pick this shit up.
I
Those
think
weren't our categories. We're good.
All right.
College hoops next category.
Here we go.
I can't believe I didn't get the St. Louis Cardinals. That is not good of me.
Here we
Being
go.
from Missouri.
College basketball. Does anyone want a double? Or I guess Booze Pony's going with a double left.
We haven't taken ours yet.
Do you want a double?
Oh no.
College hoops? Nope. Okay. Here we go. College basketball. This is for the experts. Jason Richards and Andrew Lovedale were part of the supporting cast for this 2008 NCAA tournament Cinderella team.
I feel like this was right around the age of VCU.
Is this too early for Jake Marsh?
For Jake, this is like right on the cutoff, I think. I think I could call him.
So easy.
Shut up. Shut up.
You have 15 seconds.
We can
Go
call
your phone a
Jake.
friend.
Don't call Jake.
You gonna call him?
2008. Yeah, I'm gonna call Jake.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you're using your phone a friend. Calling Jake Marsh.
Let's fly through them.
Will, I know this too.
FaceTime. I'm hitting FaceTime.
Let's see the answers though.
Jake
Marsh
said that he would. I already talked to him.
It would help Jake Marsh significantly to have the Booze Ponies lose. I will note that. This would be big.
Also, Jake has too much integrity.
He does. Jake would never not answer. Jake is they have the most integrity of anybody.
They don't answer.
Hey Jake, so it is college basketball. It's right on your cutoff. 2008, Jason Richards and Andrew Lovedale were part of the supporting cast for this 2008 NCAA tournament Cinderella team.
Oh man, I've never heard of them. I'm just thinking of the 2008 tournament.
Is that too early for VCU?
VCU was 2011.
Okay.
Ooh.
15 seconds.
Yeah, I don't like the oof.
Is that Dunk City?
No, they were 2012.
You got to hang up PFT in 5, 4,
5, 4.
3.
Memphis?
Got to hang up.
All right, 5.
Got to hang up. 10 seconds.
I hung up. All right, so it's not Memphis, obviously.
That was a delayed hang up.
Well, he said Memphis as his guess.
Yeah.
PFT need an answer in 5, 4, 3.
I'm going to go Nevada. Final answer.
Other side.
Davidson.
Final answer.
Yep.
Those were Steph Curry's running mates. That is correct.
Attaboy. There it is.
Supporting cast was the clue. I should have.
Andrew Lovedale. I remember that dude. He was a big dude.
Hey, some other guy nicknamed like the Lobster, something bar. Yeah, great team. Other side.
Damn it.
To tie it up, Tony Skinn and Lamar Butler are part of the supporting cast for his 2006 NCAA tournament team.
George Mason.
Let's go, kid.
There he is.
You should have doubled this one up. That's correct, 2-2.
I knew that one. Jeff would never give me Mason, though.
Actually, didn't even think about that. I actually almost did. So
I knew that one. And you're lucky. I almost said, 2006 was Mason. I always do that, though.
You have a weird net of locations.
Mm-hmm.
Your net of locations is tough to do. 2-2 tied up. Music next category.
We're all tied up here, boys.
Ana, you said your favorite category is movies. That's up next.
Fuck yeah. Can't wait.
All lifelines available for Booze Ponies. Experts, you do have your double sip. Here we go. Movies. This is for the experts. Anna Kendrick played an ambitious new hire helping cut costs by firing people over video calls. What?
It's up in the air, right? Up in the air, friend?
I think so, yeah.
Up in the air. She types with purpose. Final answer.
It's a good reference.
Never even heard of it. Never even heard of it.
Nope.
Great
Fair.
flick.
I will almost call it a delightful movie. It's not. It's incredibly depressing.
You didn't have to flex like that. You could have let him at least finish the question.
No, you have to. Sometimes you just gotta put your nose in the
that's
hole.
an OG dozen players thing. There's like a couple original players who really just it's part of the sport, you know.
Well, I also think I'm used to playing with Brandon, so we always compete. If one of us knows the answer, we try to get that in our stats before the other person gets it. So that's just like force of habit.
Other side. Rachel McAdams plays the fiance of a disillusioned screenwriter who travels back in time to the 1920s and is 2011 Best Picture nominee. 35 seconds.
Oh, man.
Should we call someone?
Yeah, we should call someone. Should we call Ken Jack?
I don't have his number. Yes, I do. Yeah, I want to call Ken Jack.
Yeah,
I don't know. I got no idea.
Yeah, I've never even
ignore inadvertent buzzer.
Will, do you have any idea or should I call?
I mean, I have an idea, but I don't know the name of the movie. I want to say this dude, he travels back in time and he's like meeting her across the whole thing. Yeah, we'll phone a friend.
Okay, calling him. Phone call.
I was wondering if I should just ask my wife, dude.
No tournament implications on this, by the way. The Smockin very much in the tournament, so no reason to not help.
Come on, Ken Jack, don't pick up.
Oh no.
Hello?
Ken Jack, I got you on a dozen.
Okay, cool. What's up?
All right, we're in a movie round, and we need some help.
What's the question?
Rachel McAdams plays the fiance of a disillusioned screenwriter who time travels back to the 1920s in this 2011 Best Picture nominee.
Wait, hold on. Let me put you on speakerphone. I can't hear you. One more time.
Rachel McAdams plays the fiance of a disillusioned screenwriter who time travels back to the 1920s in this 2011 Best Picture nominee.
Best Picture nominee. This is hard.
It is.
Fuck.
Rachel McAdams, 2011.
2011. I'm trying to think of like anything from that range that she would be in, but like I really have no idea. That's really hard.
5 seconds.
Hey, ask him if it's 4. Time Traveler's Wife.
3.
Just say that.
2.
Time Traveler's Wife.
Yeah.
1. Got to hang up.
I didn't even hear what he said.
10 seconds.
Go with Time Traveler's Wife.
Time Traveler's Wife. Final answer.
That's a good guess. I was actually thinking that. That would be hilarious. You got it?
I don't know it.
The Time Traveler's Fiance?
I can see the movie poster.
That's what threw me off is the
my
fiance part. I probably shouldn't talk to you.
5, 4, 3.
It's like the time something.
Wrinkle in Time.
Alongside Owen Wilson in Midnight in Paris.
Midnight in Paris. Nope, wasn't even close.
Niche category time. Experts, you could not have actually. So experts going from Woody Allen. We would have gone from Woody Allen to Brandon's niche of Cosby Show.
Terrible.
Next, can we do R. Kelly?
Brandon not here, so we did change it up. PFT selected Sublime.
Self-titled album, right?
Other side, Selected jersey numbers for 2 points. Dana crushed NBA draft, our college to the NBA. We'll get to jersey numbers in a second. First up for 2 points, Sublime. Here we go. In the song Jailhouse, Bradley says he had the best day of his life when he was a youth in what year?
When I was a youth in 1983. When I was a youth in 1983 was the best day of my life. Had the 89 vision. When I was a youth in 1983. Final answer, Jeff.
2 points for the experts. That's correct. 6-3.
Woo!
Other side. 2 points. Identify the numbers worn by these two NBA and NFL players from the 2010s. It's going to be the number they wore on the specific team you see them on. Here is the photo. Eddie Royal, Luke Walton.
You just said the answer.
You got to tell me the number.
Oh.
It's not name the players, name the number.
All right. I am almost positive Luke Walton is 4. Eddie
Royal is in the.
You better know this.
The teens, I believe.
I think he is in the teens.
Is it?
I think it's 19.
I was thinking 11, but
it's
maybe
11
it's 19.
Or 19. Shit. I know. I agree with you.
And I use a lifeline. I must note that.
I mean, I have nothing to add.
What do you got, Donny?
Nothing.
I like 11.
I like 11 too.
Let's go with 11.
5, 4.
11 and
11.
4.
Final answer.
11 and 4.
Fran, I think Eddie Royal was 10.
No.
You're probably right.
Oh,
after
wait.
that.
KFT's not giving. He's guessing too.
Luke Walton, 4. You want to stick with 4?
Yeah, I would stick
Cool.
with the basketball.
Okay, let's go. Eddie Royal, 10, Westfield High School. Luke Walton, 4.
Dana, it was 19. 19.
No!
Oh, no.
I was going back and forth. I was like,
He did wear 11 on the Chargers. He did wear 11 on the Chargers.
Should have gone with a gut.
Bonus round.
You see that you should have gone with your gut. You sat here and since I play, you're just like, oh, Will must be right.
That's exactly what I did, Will.
I honestly think that if Dana had a couple drinks to loosen up, he wouldn't have second guessed this.
No, I agree with you, man.
Here we go.
Time to make the donuts.
The box office. Movies. Here's the question. PFT, final answer person for your side. Dana, final answer person for your side. 10 seconds per question. Either going to be an 8-3 experts lead or an 6-5 lead. Will that loom large, that last category? Here's the question. Name the top 25 highest rated live action Marvel and DC movies on Rotten Tomatoes all time by the critics.
By the critics.
Timer begins now.
You want to go?
I would start Black Panther.
Black Panther.
That is the highest.
Boys, I need your help here.
I would say the Dark Knight
movies?
Rises.
Dark Knight Rises.
Dark Knight Rises.
Dark Knight Rises.
You want to do Avengers Endgame?
Yeah.
Avengers Endgame.
I would even say the other Batman, the fucking one.
Batman Begins.
Batman Begins too. Yeah, Batman Begins.
What's the other one?
What's the other one?
5.
I don't know what the other one's called.
Batman Begins.
Dude, Batman Begins.
Fuck.
You want to go?
Civil
like-
War.
Okay.
I think Civil War might be high. Captain America, Civil War.
Captain
5.
America, Civil War. Nice.
What's the one with the dude, the Thanos?
Avengers.
Yeah, it's Avengers.
But then
We
there's
could do
also
Spider-Man?
Spider-Man Homecoming.
5.
Spider-Man. What are the
4.
Homecoming.
Just
Spider-Man?
Spider-Man. Homecoming, Dana, is what you
Homecoming.
said.
Nice, Will.
Do you think Into the Spider-Verse is up there?
Live action.
What's the name of it?
It's live action. That's
5.
you're thinking of the
4.
go
3.
Captain Marvel.
Captain Marvel.
Is it Avatar
Captain
one?
Marvel's.
Hey, no, not Avatar.
I would.
Fuck.
Is
the
Joker?
Do Iron Man. Do Iron Man.
Iron Man's a good one.
Iron Man.
Iron Man, the first one.
Yes,
Back
sir.
in it.
I'm gonna go Iron Man 2. Iron Man 2.
Okay, fucking
Iron Man 2. Final answer, Jeff. No.
For the win.
What about the Joker?
What's the other Batman
yeah.
one?
What's the Joker one?
It's just called the Joker with the newest one that came out. Is that a DC movie though? Or is that?
Oh
Batman
yeah,
one?
that's DC.
The Joker.
Joker.
What?
Okay, let's do let's do Suicide Squad, the last one that just came out.
Okay, that's the one that we're going with, Jeff.
Yeah.
Sudden death, other side.
Suicide Squad getting that.
New one's awesome.
Should we go Thor?
5.
Hulk? Is the Hulk something?
4.
Hulk's one, but do you want to go Thor?
I think Thor.
Thor.
8-3 experts. It was
Thor Ragnarok's definitely on there.
Thor Ragnarok would have been correct, but first Thor's not on there. You missed the big one, the Dark Knight.
The Dark Knight, yeah.
Oh, it's just called The Dark Knight.
Well, you got Dark Knight
Son
Rises.
of a bitch.
No,
dude.
but Batman is the
What's
the
the one with
Batman that
Bane?
just came out.
The
on here?
Batman.
The Batman, we did not count the Batman on here because it's not out of its theatrical run yet, which we would have said
Okay.
if you would have guessed that. But
Yeah,
all
it's Spider-Man.
so many Spider-Man movies are on here.
So many Spider-Mans.
Superman.
Shang-Chi.
Logan on there. Joker was pretty low. Rotten Tomatoes critic score was like 60%.
Really?
8-3,
Oh, I
5
forgot
point
one-
lead.
The first Wonder Woman was high. I forgot about that.
Yeah, Wonder Woman's high up there. Superman 72 is on there. Yeah. The Dark Knight was a tough one to slip through the cracks there.
Yeah.
8-3, 5 point lead. However, Booze Ponies, you do have your double.
Hey, they went Dark Knight Rises and then Batman Begins.
Yes.
You forgot about the
Did not
middle
make
one.
it, which I think is just off the list. College football next category. Category.
Will, you
Should we
want to?
double?
Or we can't. Never mind.
I mean, you can double. You have your double.
What round is it? Can we get a
Round
scoreboard
7.
of the round?
We got 12 rounds and this is 7.
Yeah, you have 6 rounds left. You have time. You don't have to use it.
Let's keep it.
Okay. College football. This is for the experts. What back overlapped with C.J. Spiller from 2006 to 2008, forming a duo as 2 of Clemson's top 5 all-time rushing leaders?
God damn it.
That. Whatever you think, PFT.
Okay. 2006 to 2008. I'm trying to think who's coming out around that time. What back overlapped CJ Spiller from 2006 to 2008, forming a duo?
10 seconds. 5.
Brown. Final answer.
What?
Brown.
What?
Brown.
Other side. For the steal.
I feel like I know this. Who the hell is
What
it?
do you got? Throw some names, dude. Throw some names. I'm so disappointed because we played against them.
I feel like it's a power back.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It was C.J. Spiller and James Davis. C.J. Spiller and James Davis.
Oh, yeah.
Other
If I
side,
said
you
Davis,
don't remember that.
would you have counted that if I just said Davis?
No, you know it's full names, unless the person is often referred to by one name.
Like Cher.
What back overlapped with Michael James from 2009 to 2011, forming a duo as 2 of Oregon's top 5 all-time rushing leaders?
Is this LeGarrette Blount? Or is that too early?
I don't know, man. I don't know. LeGarrette Blount, it goes in that offense with LaMichael James.
He was on the Patriots for a Super Bowl in 20. Was he a 20?
Yeah, that was late. Yeah. It's
LeGarrette
might as
Blount.
well.
My
We
bad.
might as well say LeGarrette Blount.
5, 4, 3.
LeGarrette Blount.
LeGarrette Blount.
Other side.
You want me to say Lake Seastrunk, but I'm not going to.
My high school played Lake Seastrunk in high school. It means nothing for this question, but I'm just noting that.
So I might be way off here. D'Anthony Thomas is what I was thinking.
5, 4.
Go for it.
3.
D'Anthony Thomas.
Kenyon Barner.
Oh.
I can say Brandon
D'Anthony
would have
Thomas was a great guess.
I've heard Brandon say the name Kenyon Barner before. He would have gotten that. Respect, Brandon.
There's still points on the board. We're going to do snacks and candy.
What do we know what categories we got left?
You'll know them as they pop up.
Ice cream?
Is it time for the ice cream man?
Ice cream man, I hear him.
Chance of getting ice cream 2 times in a row, I'm going to say is not high, but you can hold your hopes up. You have no more doubles, so I don't feel bad.
Are we holding on to the double up?
I don't know. Yeah, let's hold it. There's going to be another sports one we could probably use it on.
Here we go. This is for the experts. Frito-Lay's Munchies has 4 brands in their cheese fix: Sun Chips and Rolled Gold. What other 2 brands?
The Munchies. I know one of them, Fran.
Chips, rolled gold or the pretzels, right?
Yeah, I think I know the answer. I think it's Doritos and Cheetos.
Yeah, the cheesy Doritos, right?
Yeah, they wouldn't have Chex Mix in there, right? Because they've got the Rolled Gold pretzel already.
5.
No.
4.
I would. Yeah, I like that.
Okay, we're going to go Cheetos and Doritos. Final answer.
Correct.
Nice,
9-3.
It's good stuff.
Point lead.
It's good stuff.
Other side. Nabisco made a 100-calorie item called Thin Crisp that offered wafer-like low-cal versions of what 2 of their cookies? What 2 cookie brands? Similar question, but we're looking for cookies this time.
I think it was like what's the chocolate chip cookie they have called? It was a thin chocolate chip cookie. I'm thinking of the one with the blue packaging. We have them in the office sometimes.
Chips Ahoy?
Yeah, but is that? I don't know if that's Nabisco.
That's all I got. That's all I fucking got, man.
Chips Ahoy.
You have your double dip as well. You can answer it twice if you need to, but I do need 2 cookies. 2 cookie brands in 15 seconds.
Chips Ahoy.
Chips Ahoy and Oreos.
I don't hate that.
Yeah, I don't hate that.
Chips Ahoy and Oreos.
That is correct.
Oh! Yes! Finally.
I mean, it's the only 2 cookies you can name.
Yeah.
Hey, PFT, don't try to ruin this moment, man.
Both of those questions were pretty straightforward. That was a outthink yourself. Sometimes I throw outthink yourself questions. Those were 2 of them.
Yeah, definitely.
NBA next category.
Hey, Donnie,
I think it's
let's
hashtag the dozen rigged. I think Jeff's trying to get some points in.
Yeah, I gave you got the only 2 cheese options in Frito-Lay's. Here we go. NBA, do you want a double, Dana?
Yes, please.
Okay, this is huge. This is basically the game. Down 5, 7 points left. You will double. First question, though, for the experts. The Suns drafted this forward 4th overall in 2017, only to give up on him after 2 years, trading him to the Grizzlies. You have your double sip experts.
What you got, Fran?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think who's on the Grizzlies right now.
15 seconds.
Marc Gasol, is he still on the Grizzlies?
Drafted by the Suns in 2017.
Yeah, 2017. The young Marc Gasol.
The young
Marc Gasol.
4, 3, 2.
I don't know.
1. Other side, 15 seconds. Big steal.
Come on, Dana.
I think it's a European dude.
What do you mean you think? 2017.
He's
fucking use your brain. You just double dip.
I forget his name. Unless I'm just wrong.
You're either right or wrong. 5, 4,
Fuck,
3.
Dana.
Compton, Dana. 2, 1. Josh Jackson.
Nope. I was wrong.
To make it 9-6. And I'll tell you what. You don't get this. You're actually not out of it if you don't get this, but it's a tough road.
Dana, that was disappointing.
For 2
Well,
points.
you haven't gotten a point yet.
I just got
you gotta have
drafted this guard 5th overall in 2016, only to trade him a year later in a package for Jimmy Butler.
He's 16.
I tell you what, our team's gonna implode if you don't get this, Dana.
Hold on.
You double dip.
What team was Jimmy
the
Butler
points.
drafted by? What team was Jimmy Butler drafted? The Bulls. So he's on the Bulls. He went to the Bulls.
5, 4, 3, 2, Dana 1. That's
Dog, Dana.
well, on the other side, you get this, you win.
I don't know the answer to it,
no
so I'm
idea.
trying to think of who's played on the Bulls. Who has Big Cat bitched about the most over the last couple of years? Bobby Portis would be a guess. I don't know if he was originally drafted by the Bulls, but I know that Big Cat loves screaming about Bobby Portis.
I know.
I would go with that. Why not?
5.
Let's go with Bobby Portis. Final answer.
Who is it, Dana?
Is it Zach LaVine?
Nah, it's Chris Dunn. Chris Dunn.
Oh, Chris Dunn.
Hey, Dana, how do you
Providence
double dip? How do you double dip on this category? Not even consult with the boys if we want to double dip, and then you don't even have an answer for either question.
We're not doing this early in the season, all right?
You still got.
Hey, there's a chance.
season's over.
I said my college to the NBA is 2004 to 2014. I didn't say 2016 to 17. Did I say that?
No, but you double dipped. You didn't say a word. You didn't say a name.
We had no option. We have no other option.
They're already fighting. Okay, here's the deal. 2 things. 1, the experts got this. The game is over. Points scored is huge for getting into the tournament. So even if you lose here, Boost Ponies, you got to keep scoring. This is television for the win. TV for the win.
And Fran, it's perfect, I think, if we get exactly 10 points. I think Brand will be happy that we won, but 10 points, he'll be like, okay, they need me.
Totally.
It's not going to get done in the tournament.
Michael Gill played President Garrett Walker in this politically themed show from 2013 to 2014 and 2016 to 2017. You have double sip. Both teams have their double sip. You can answer any question twice remaining.
President Walker.
So it could be Veep.
I was thinking, who's Michael Gill? I don't even know who that is.
I don't know.
But I would think my guess would
Madam
be
Secretary.
Way to spell Michael.
Could it be Madam Secretary?
Because I feel like it would make sense for someone like how is there such a big gap
5,
playing the president?
4.
Yeah.
3.
I'm gonna go Veep. Final answer,
Veep.
Jeff.
Other side for a steal. It's not over yet.
House of Cards.
House of Cards. Yeah.
House of Cards.
9 to 5. It's not over.
That's the only other political show I know.
I never watched House of Cards.
Here we go.
Jeff,
Experts did not use their double sip yet. Boost Ponies, you still have your double sip.
Y'all
If you miss
overthought it.
this, the game is not over unless the experts steal it. So this game could end.
2 House of Cards questions from you, Jeff. Very close together.
May or may not be rewatching the show currently. Actually, I stopped rewatching it. Andrea Savage played President Laura Montez in this politically themed show from 2016 to 2019. 35 seconds.
I don't know. I think Veep.
Should we just use their answer?
Should we double sip and say Veep, and then what's the other one? Madam Secretary.
All right, sure.
Or West Wing.
Yeah.
Or West Wing. West Wing is the only one. But
let's double sip. I don't think it's Veep.
Okay. Double sip. What's your first guess?
you don't think it's Veep?
Well, you have 10 seconds where I need a guess. Keep that in mind.
Yeah, I don't think it's Veep.
Now
either.
your first guess in 5.
Veep.
No, don't say Veep. No Veep. No Veep.
Finally, well, you're out of time.
Let's say
And that was
West
correct
Wing.
anyway. It's 9 to 6.
Yeah.
You're lucky.
I really thought they were going to talk themselves out of that.
Boys,
Yeah, I was pretty pumped.
Boys, all we
You,
need is
Yeah.
you were 2 seconds away from talking yourself out of that correctly. You're lucky the timer got you.
Well, the only reason I didn't say it is because I was looking at Fran's reaction and she didn't react at all, and I thought you would have known that.
Well, I just thought Julius Dreyfus was the
Well,
only.
why the hell would I react, Dana?
Because you just said Veep on the previous answer, so you would have been like,
I'm
"Oh,
a seasoned vet. She knows
No,
not to give it
that's-
away.
You
Here we
actually
go.
shouldn't. You actually shouldn't react when the other team is still answering.
Whatever. I'm overthinking it.
I did flip Jeff off surreptitiously. Well, you guys were talking about. Yeah, that's exactly what we talked about earlier.
By the way, I'm now rewatching Veep. Great.
PFT's now done that twice with Jeff questions and just knowing the next question.
It just always happens.
NFL. If you get this, experts, the game is over. If you get any more points, the game is over.
How in the hell they keep getting the shot they'll beat us?
There's only 4 points left. Here we go. This is for the experts. NFL. You have your double sip. You do not booze, Ponies. You're out of lifelines. For the win. The Bills drafted a running back in the first round twice in the 2000s. Marshawn Lynch and this player in 2003. 2000s means 2000, 2009, by the way. I just want to note that.
Okay. This player in 2003.
2003
you have
is
your double
way
sip.
too early for me.
Who could they have drafted in 2003? Okay, I have a. Should we double dip? I've really just got one answer in my head because he ended up playing on the Patriots, but I feel like they drafted Lawrence Maroney in the first round.
If you only have one idea, just go and we'll save the sip.
Let's go Lawrence Maroney. Final answer.
Other side, 15 seconds.
I think I know it, boys.
Okay, because I have no idea.
I think it's Willis McGahee. Right?
Yeah, right? Let's fucking go with it. Yeah, because they just won the Natty. Yeah, let's go with it.
Willis McGahee.
9-7. That is correct.
Yeah, let's go. Don't call it a comeback.
To make it 9-8.
Lawrence Maroney was a Patriots running back, and he sucked.
I thought he played on the Bills too.
Even if this results in a loss, you gotta Booze Ponies. Points scored is one of the most important things in this competition.
Hey, good shit, Dana.
Let's get this point right now. Come on.
Teams play so many matches. This is
sorry, Fran. I knew that. My bad.
Make it 9-8. Okay. You miss this and they steal. The game is over.
Apparently
if you miss
not.
it and they don't, it's not over.
Shut up.
The Colts drafted a running back in the first round twice in the 2000s. Joseph Adai and this player in 2009.
Is it Donald Brown?
I don't even know.
He wasn't
the only
first
back
round.
I was thinking of.
Was he first round?
The only back I was thinking of was Edgerrin James, and I don't know if he was drafted.
No, that's way too late.
Yeah.
I think it's Donald Brown. But I don't want to rush that. Think about it.
Yeah, we can.
Dominic Rhodes was a little late. He wasn't first round.
You have time.
2009.
10 seconds.
I think it's Donald Brown.
Yeah, let's go with it.
Any other guesses?
3.
No.
2.
Donald Brown.
9-8.
Good shit, Dana.
On a roll.
That's right, PFT. You midget.
We're still losing.
Hurt people. That's what I always say to Dana when he tries to just go to the short jokes.
Fan vote also important.
You're an emotional infant.
Sorry
Dana.
to all any infants. Please vote for us still.
Here we go. This is it. Last category, airports.
All right, time out.
Oh my gosh. Airports.
Just time out.
Ooh,
Yep.
I think.
All right, Fred, this is actually shaping up perfectly. We win 10-9. I think everybody goes home happy.
Yep.
Let's just do that.
Let's
okay.
do it. Airports.
Airports.
Yep, airports. I know a lot of airports.
For the win. In which American city is Douglas International Airport located? You do have your double sip, so you can use it.
I know this. What the fuck?
Douglas International Airport.
Hey, let's go. You got a shot, Dana. Unless he's
you
slow
can't guess twice. You don't have to use it though, PFT, obviously.
Any ideas, Fran?
No.
Douglas.
10 seconds, and are you going to want to use it?
I think we should use the double dip.
Yeah.
Okay, I need your first guess in 5, 4, 3.
Charlotte.
2. Fuck. That is the correct answer and the win in Charlotte.
Wow.
They definitely knew it on the other side. Your question, Sky Harbor Airport. What city is that located? Points do matter, obviously.
Sky Harbor. It's got to be somewhere on the coast.
Is that Phoenix?
I don't know.
It's Phoenix. That's my only guess.
I don't think it's Phoenix.
15 seconds.
I just have been there recently
This
and
point
it sounds familiar.
I'm not the separation
Phoenix.
of the bubble teams is so much.
Phoenix.
That is correct. Phoenix 10-9 final score.
My bad, Dana.
I mean, can we talk about that comeback?
That was Dana rips off 6 points in the final 3 rounds.
Dana, that was smooth, brother.
5 points.
Yeah, that's what happens when you talk shit to your teammate, Will.
I got you riled up.
Very impressive.
Imagine if you would have got the freaking if you'd have doubled up.
I know the only thing I should know about. I know, my bad.
Best case scenario, PFT. Best case scenario, we win. Brandon's gonna be so happy.
Yep,
Damn,
this
dude,
is perfect.
Away.
We did everything that we had to do. I think with Brandon, we probably get like at least 11 points in this game.
At least.
Gooch,
we'll probably get one of those NFL questions right there.
Yeah, he would have smacked me around for the Willis McGahee thing. So
our producer Gooch said no Brandon, no problem. Experts moved to 14-6 on the season. I assume probably 2 straight matches, 10 points, I believe. Booze Ponies, Eddie Royal's going to haunt you.
Yeah, that was tough. When that 10 popped up.
Eddie Royal's going to haunt you. That would have probably been your ticket punched into the tournament for sure. I will note, though, the separation between the bubble teams is so small that scoring points is huge. Both your matches, you now scored 13-9. You just lost to a top 5 team by 1. That's going to factor into it. And your fan vote was massive. Massive fan vote.
Just get us in the tournament.
Yeah, how do we get in the tournament?
I'll remind everyone this. The final vote for the tournament is going to be posted on the 28th of April. So post it, Instagram, Twitter, say vote. That's why we do the fan vote. Campaign for it.
Okay.
I don't know. I have an odd feeling you guys are going to get in. That's just my hunch based on how strong your fan vote was.
It depends if Dana wants to chug some beers or not. Like Dana has the keys to the kingdom. He can be like, for every 1,000 votes that we get, I'll take a 6-pack to my throat.
The reaction in the YouTube when I saw last week when Will wasn't actually there, people were so fucking pissed off that I'm sure they want to see them in the tournament.
If Will's performance today is any indication, we would have gotten smoked 12-0.
Oh, Dana, team morale.
Boys.
I'm kidding. I love you, Will. You're my guy.
Hey, Dana, you forget the halftime pep talk I just gave you that rallied us back.
I know. That's why I love that. Hey, all we have to do was get.
You're going to want to play. Your jerseys, they have a purple stripe across the top, the embroidered logo. It's
you're saying the tournament is in person.
Oh yeah. You know what this tournament this year is going to be intense.
I think I speak for everybody, especially our team, when I say I would love to see the Booze Ponies in the tournament. I just want to see it, like, even if it's against us, maybe in like the first round. I just want to see them compete, Jeff. That's
we're getting better every game.
I think they deserve to compete, preferably against us.
I think we actually got worse, Donny, but
no, we got better. No. Oh, we got better because if you don't count RDT, we got better.
Remember, Dana, don't let them get in our heads. Hurt people.
Dude, all I want to do is get our foot in the door, and then we'll step up, and we will be electric factories. I know that.
You just need to get in. All you need is an opportunity at camp, and you
gotta get in.
Big 5 points in the last 3 rounds. Not enough, though. Eddie Royal and Dark Knight's going to haunt you. That's it. 2 more matches this week. The next match, 4-play, who you guys beat, but they have a point. This is kind of a weird spot. If they win, that means they have 3 points, and you guys only have 2. Kind of an interesting little angle there. They play out of office. And then the last match of the week, the Yak, Big Cat, Ronan Che, a warm-up for their huge live event in Chicago next week, taking on Team Minahan, Rico versus Big Cat, Rico, Kirk, and Pat. Experts, you're going to return one more time, and I'm going to say who you're playing to lock them in. Chicklets. Chicklets playing their required second match.
You've said it on the show multiple times. It still hasn't happened. But
they said they're playing.
This is what
said they're playing.
Are you gonna do drug testing on RA to make sure that he's on the level? Because I don't want to play drugged up RA.
Drugged up RA was the greatest player in the history of the dozen. By the way, RA scored like 10 points in the only match he's played this year. So that's it. Thanks to High Noon. Booze Ponies. Will we see you again in a couple weeks or in a month? We'll find out. Experts will see you soon. Talk to you next time.